What's going on, guys? This is Jariah. Welcome to Why Would They Lie? That's just the question that they ask whenever they start finding out the truth. Hey, man, why would they lie? I don't know. We are here today to watch Absol Squeeze First 2. Or is it Squeeze First Second? I think it's Squeeze First 2. Um, oh, it's because it's supposed to be a. This is the like the song. This was already a song by, let me see real quick. This was a song by Jay-Z, Squeeze First. So this is Squeeze First 2. Sorry, I just can't remember off the top of my head. Squeeze First 2 by Absol. First off, bro, and this is his Colors performance. I love the Colors performances because we get to see we get to see the mannerisms. We get to see the swag, I guess, the fits, how these people carry themselves, or at least how these people present themselves artistically when it comes to their fits. And I like how Colors does the kind of like the matchup with the artist's fit with their background. They give them a decent background, and this background for Soul, this darkish brown like outline with the light brown where he's standing with the that microphone coming down through the middle. Visually, right now, I have a pause at a little moment just because I just kind of liked how this looked. But visually, this looks beautiful. And then Soul, what he's doing recently, he said in one of his interviews that he's it's against his religion. I'm not sure what his religion is. I do know that he has some it's not affiliations. I wouldn't say that, but he does have a respect. Sadly, a respect for Alyssa Crowley, though I don't think that he's into the Thelema religion that Crowley created or anything. I just think that he, just like a lot of these musicians in the industry have, for some horrible reason, they give Crowley his props that he doesn't deserve. I have to say that I gotta preface that because I don't agree with anything that Alyssa Crowley has done at all. However, Absol is one of my favorite rappers. He's in my top five. I almost want to say he's in my top three. I got to rework my top three, my top five in regards to rap. But ever since long term mentality, ever since control system, ever since Black Hippie, those were my first times hearing Soul. Actually, I think one of my first times, no, it was around there. But I think one of my first times hearing that Soul was kind of like mainstream ish, kind of, kind of, is whenever I'm playing Grand Theft Auto 5, and as you're listening to like the West Coast station that you're driving through, ADHD plays. No, not ADHD. Illuminate off a control system, and that does have Kendrick on it, and in a way, it's unfortunate because it would have been nice if it was one of his other songs from Control System that was just him. And I say that because Soul says that it kind of bothers him that all of his like most popular singles have a Kendrick verse on it or has a verse from somebody else on it. And that's because Soul, his rhyming abilities, the connections that he makes with life, with the soul, with the world, with the system that we live in, his connections, even if they don't go over the heads of people, which I know for a fact that they do, because his his schemes are just so lyrically dense that people just, you literally have to open up Genius and like read his lyrics as he's rapping them, and then pause them just so that you can see what Genius said. And Genius gets them wrong sometimes because his rapping ability is just insane, dude. Is he's a in my opinion, he's one of the smartest rappers out there, up there with Lupe Fiasco, up there with to be honest, Lupe and Absol. I would have to bring up people like KRS-One, which you have to. He even has to. He says he's KRS-2. I would bring up people like Common, um, just because again these people have the ability to see truly what's going on, not just in the world around them, regarding the cities that they live in, but they aren't afraid to acknowledge the system and its control over the people, the system's control over themselves, and how it makes them maneuver through this world, maneuver through this life, and stuff like that, which ties in perfectly with the name of the channel. Why would they lie? I think that's the main reason why people don't like listening to Absol, because he puts these things in your face, like with the song terrorist threats. Sorry. Well, like in one of the lines in terrorist threats is he says hold on a sec. He says uh if we can link up every gang, is niggas if we're willing to bear the pain, we put the White House lights out today. Okay, KK? We mobbing like we the black KKK. I think people don't want to hear that at the end of the day. And what sucks is that they should. And I don't even really want to get into Kendrick right now necessarily. I am about to play a video that has something to do with, doesn't have anything really to do with Kendrick Lamar. It has more so to do with Ab-Soul's status amongst Black Hippie, amongst TDE, and just rappers in general. With his, again, with his masterful lyrical abilities, he should be so much higher. And it sucks that the mainstream wants to listen to what they want to listen to. So when somebody tells you, if we can link up every gang, we'll put the White House lights out today. You know what I mean? All of Control System, Absol's, I think that's like his second studio album. I think it might be. It's either a first or second studio album. I know that Long Term Mentality, I believe that was a project. I don't think that was an album. It might have been his first album. But Solar System it's so about that all throughout the album. It talks about illumination. It talks about, again, our ability to link together and overthrow the White House. And not even just that, but them just pointing out that control system is there. That's why the album is named that. Plus the control system of our souls within our bodies within this realm that we're living in. Soul is perfect, bro, in my opinion. He's a perfect example of where we could take rap if people weren't so focused on partying, drug music, pimping. You know what I'm saying? And what's awesome is that he comes from the West, so that's what he knows about all that stuff. He's surrounded by all that stuff. He raps about that stuff, but there's more to life than just those things. You know what I mean? And he isn't afraid to go into. He's not afraid to delve into it. And I love Soul for being able to bridge the gap between rap, life, the control that we're under in regards to the government, the system, the industry. Again, using the art that is rap to piece all that together and deliver it to us in a fantastic way. His rhyme schemes, his flow, to me is fantastic. he's evolved throughout the years to the point to where he is now. To where he's saying basically that he is ready to not necessarily stop talking about these things, but he understands that again the people don't want to hear this. And hey, so I want to hear it. F the people, bro. I'm sorry. I know that you're like you said, it's all about the dough right now. It's all about the dough burger right now, but I don't want you to change the message just because some people out there are stupid. You know what I'm saying? And they just want to party and they just want to go to kickbacks and they just want to, put on vibe music and I don't even know, put on what they want to put on in their car while they're smoking their blunts. This is what whenever I was doing that back in the day, what I would listen to when I was rolling up. But again, I just have a different mentality. So I guess I have a long-term mentality. You know what I'm saying? So first, before I play the colors, I'm gonna play what I was talking about earlier, which is why the name of the video is called "Why Is Absol Not As Big as Kendrick Lamar," and this is by What's the Buzz. So let's play this real quick. I just want you guys to see what's being said by artists like this gentleman. I mean, by creators like this gentleman, and it has a lot to do with what I was just saying. So let's play this.
Did you know Kendrick Lamar used to be in a group, Black Hippie, consisting of massive rappers like the critically acclaimed and commercially successful Schoolboy Q and the Grammy Award-winning J-Rock, who kicked the door down for Kendrick?
I didn't know that J-Rock won a Grammy. What did he win a Grammy for? Is it for? Did he win a Grammy for being on the Black Panther album on that song with Kendrick and Future? Did he win a Grammy for that song? Because of Kendrick and Future? I'm curious. Because look, in regards to Black Hippie, as much as I love J-Rock, for me, Black Hippie always went Absol. And this is hard, bro. That second place is so hard for me, bro. Because I love Kendrick lyrically and just as a person. I've always dug Kendrick. But then as far as Schoolboy, Oxymoron is my favorite album. I love the way the album sounds. I like his flow on every single song. I like his storytelling on every single song. But I also like the way that he just presents. I think Schoolboy's character, not even character as like moral upstanding, but just his character that he gives us, the person who he presents. Schoolboy has a presence, man. And but let's just say lyrically, Absol, Kendrick, Schoolboy, J-Rock. That has always been the way that I order Black Hippie. Lyrically. Again, as far as let's just say character and who they present themselves as in this, that, and the other. Absol's still at the top for me. Because lyrically, he's a genius, and his persona that he gives us as well, it not only matches the music that he puts out, but it also matches, like, again, what he tries to tell us. He says that he, like, again, I'm going to bring up terrorist threats again. He said, all my life I've been around Crips and Bloods, pimps and thugs, just to name a few. I do drugs, mama says it's in my blood, but she don't know what the fuck I've been through. That's what he says. And you can see that all over him. You can see that he's from Los Angeles. And because he's from Los Angeles, he's been through a whole lot. You can see it with the tattoos that he has. He has the Carson tattoo growing across his stomach. But then he also has, oh man, what is not a Venn diagram. It's like a Vesca Pisces, I think is what it's called. Tattoo. Let me just look that up. Whoops. Like he has this symbol right here. I think it's this symbol. It's something close to this symbol. And again, he just knows more about just life in general, and he has it all over him. You can see it on his face that his in regards to the third eye and whatnot, that his third eye is wide open, bro. Wide open, bro. And I love that in general about anybody. So when somebody like him is able to articulate it in his songs while still having the affiliation to Los Angeles, to Del Amo, you know what I'm saying? And also, again, have his affiliation with the Bloods, the Crips, the Pimps, the Thugs, the drugs, and be able to see his way through all that and still present information the way he presents. Absol, bro. Wow, man. He is a different beast. But anyway, I was just saying, I didn't know. Oh, I say that because, again, I'm not sure how many Grammys any of these guys have besides Kendrick. I think he has like, excuse me. I think Kendrick has, I don't know how many Grammys these guys have. I just know he has a lot. It bothers me that Soul, however many Grammys he has or doesn't have, he needs more, in my opinion. He needs awards for being who he is. I wish there was another system out there for awarding these rappers, man. Again, the Grammys aren't good enough for me. The hip hop, the BET awards aren't good enough for me because, again, they don't recognize some of the underground rappers, some of the rappers who aren't underground but they're not quite mainstream. They only, in my opinion, recognize the artists that are making waves. But when they say making waves in regards to what? It's not in regards to lyricism, creativeness in their albums. You know what I mean? It's like a popularity contest. I don't like that. And I think that rap needs a better reward system for rappers, because there's rappers like Ab-Soul here, and like he shouts out in this song, Mick Jenkins, who need recognition for how talented they are with this craft that is rap. And it bothers me, again, that we don't have that system. The system, I guess, that we have in place for that is going to the barbershop, getting our haircut, and then when we're talking about who's the best, I got to bring forth all this information to people who don't know who Ab-Soul is, and I hope that they go listen to him. But that's just the one barbershop that I'm in. That's not all over the place. But anyway, I'm sorry, you guys. Let's get back to the video. I'm sorry.
And the rest of TDE. And then there was the fourth member, lurking in the shadows, on the border of underground and mainstream, Ab-Soul. Easily the most lyrically gifted of the bunch, dropping heady, intense records that juggles ideas of
Oh my god, bro. What a album run for Ab-Soul, bro. Long-term mentality. School Control System. These days, it's not called Do What Thou Wilt, is it? I don't think the name of the album is called Do What Thou Wilt. It's called let me see. It is called Do What Thou Wilt. And then Herbert. All of these albums, literally, if you listen to all of these albums, your eyes should be opened as to who is not just the best rapper amongst Black Hippie, probably even the best rapper just among TDE. Kendrick Lamar was saying himself. Schoolboy was saying himself. J-Rock was saying himself. The only person who I would put against Ab in TDE, I would say, if it's not Kendrick, which again, even Kendrick says Homeboy is a better rapper than me, I would say an early Isaiah Rashad, a Sylvia Demo, the Sun's tirade Isaiah Rashad, because I think Isaiah Rashad's rap in those two albums for his age was just exceptional. Exceptional rapping, exceptional writing, exceptional storytelling. And like he said, he's not out here just to rap about what's cool and I got change, I got blah, 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 blah. I feel like that's what he is now in a way. But back then, it just wasn't like that, dude. But even still, Soul's ability to, again, peer into, to literally open the veil of like reality and see what's really taking place. It's like rapping on DMT. Is freaking Absol.
Juggles ideas of deep introspection, conspiracy theories, and the street lifestyle he's witnessed. And although his career thus far has been fairly successful, he never crossed into stardom like his black hippie counterparts. Now, why is that? It could be the music he's making, sometimes getting too dark for its own good. But
I mentioned that Absol's music is too dense. You know, for people who aren't mentally ready to delve into topics outside of just partying, smoking weed, cruising, being thugs in the streets, you know, this, that, and the other. His music is like he said, like dude said right now. What's the buzz? It's pretty dark. He delves into some topics that are dark. One of the best songs that Absol has is it's a song where he's talking to, he's writing a letter almost to it was like an old girlfriend of his, and basically that woman passed away at some point, and how badly it messed with him. In this song, he's literally crying. I think he even talks about basically how as he's making the song, you can hear it in his voice. He's literally crying, and he's trying to, you know, hold it together just to get through the song. It's one of his best songs literally ever. It's on Control System. And if I were you guys, I would give it a listen. The name of the song is The Book of Soul. And just scrolling through Spotify, this song only has 5 million plays. This song makes it to almost every playlist I make just because it's too beautiful of a song. And even if I'm trying to not make a song that has introspection and this, that, and the other, it makes its way onto it. Dang it. Just looking at this album again, Illuminate featuring Kendrick Lamar is the best song on the album. And then Terrorist Threats with Danny Brown and Janae. And with that song being as good as it is, as all of these songs on this album are as good as they are, Bohemian Grove, Pineal Gland, Mixed Emotions, freaking obviously Illuminate, Show and Love, Empathy. Empathy is one of the best songs on this album, bro. Again, Ab does not get enough love, man. He doesn't get enough attention. And for me, I think this dude needs way more attention. But let's keep going. Sorry.
We've seen Kendrick and Q get dark as well. Perhaps it's him not being on a major label, just being solely pushed by TDE. But ever since his previous album, Herbert, Soul has been on a mission.
I want to go mainstream and make money.
Are you serious? I don't know if you're trolling me right now.
I'm tired of doing like this, man, it ain't about the money.
And his newest project, Soulburger, definitely supports this. With more mainstream sounding tracks, features, and topics. Will this be Soul's big break?
Will this be Soul's big break is what What's the Buzz kind of ends us with. Hey, thank you. What's the Buzz? Thank you. What's the Buzz ends it with, will this be his big break? Personally, I don't think so. Especially now as we're in the middle of this, not in the middle. I don't know where we are with this Drake-Kendrick beef. But while Kendrick is still the guy in front of us right now, in regards to TDE, PG Lang, Black Hippie members, he does go through the story of the creation of Black Hippie and why it didn't succeed, and it has to do with how big of a rapper he is and his own goals and aspirations. I don't think that the battle, in my opinion, has to do with, not Soul and why he's not, a popular artist, but why it's hard for artists like Soul to gain popularity. And it's because artists like Drake, artists like Lil Uzi Vert, artists like Lil Yachty, artists like Playboy. I don't want to say Playboy Cardi because, again, I don't really listen to too much Playboy Cardi. I just kind of assume. Some of the drill rappers, artists like Meg the Stallion and Cardi B, and that music is so pushed and so popular. Is it pushed to be popular, or is it popular because it's pushed? Because I don't think that it's just popular, but at the same time, I know that people don't want to hear some of what Absol has to say, and that's kind of why it's not that's kind of why it's not popular. So it's hard to say. So yeah, it's kind of hard to say that Drake is popular because he's pushed. It more so is that he's pushed because he's popular. Or he's popular because he's pushed by... If he's popular because he's popular because he's pushed, not necessarily even just by the industry. It's, again, because people don't want to hear again, just real shit. If so, Lupe Fiasco will be one of like the biggest rappers ever. Even Kendrick says it in it's one of the songs on To Pimp a Butterfly. I can't remember the name, where he says that I think somebody at the Grammys or somebody says like, they missed when hip hop was platinum, and then he said if that was true, then Killer Mike would be platinum, because Killer Mike is one of those guys who from Run the Jewels who speaks on real world stuff, mixes it with rap in a fantastic way. And his music isn't pushed to the top, as it should be. You know what I mean? And yeah, same with Soul, man. Soul should be up there too, bro. So let's hear what he's saying in Squeeze First 2. Let's watch this Colors performance. We already I did react to this album, you guys. I'm gonna say that now. I reacted to this album, but it was whenever I first started recording, like a month ago, and I didn't know how to work my platform. I didn't know how to work the platform, and now that I know how to work the platform, I need to go back, re-record the album. Re-record my reaction, and I also need to re-record my Chromacopia reaction as well. Chromacopia. I need to re-record my reactions because I want you guys to see what I was saying in regards to Soul Burger whenever it got released. But let's listen to Squeeze First 2. The Colors performance. Absol. Let's rewind it.
Hey. Mic check, 1, 2. Hey. Man. Yeah. Crooklyn, Mick Jenkins.
Hold up. Before we keep going, bro, the Mick Jenkins shout out to me is one of the best parts of the song, bro. Mick Jenkins is my favorite rapper. Favorite rapper. Used to be Absol until I heard Mick Jenkins back at like 2014-ish. And for me, when it comes to rap and age, I think that age plays a big part into like artists being like my favorite rapper. I like when somebody who's young is as smart, witty, lyrically gifted, and just performance. Their performance is just like, on point. I like that in a young person, in a young rapper, in a young artist. I like to see. I think we all like to see that, but then it's something that we kind of don't acknowledge, and we hold up some of these other people just because they are who they are. You know what I mean? For me, I was able to see Mick Jenkins as he was coming up and rapping in the way that he was rapping, and he immediately became my favorite rapper. Immediately. Doesn't mean that Ab-Soul sucks in the slightest bit, because Ab-Soul is, he's better than Mick for sure. But at the same time, Mick is still so good, and I believe he's at least, I want to say at least 4 to 6 years younger than Soul. So yeah, I just mad respect for Mick Jenkins. Him getting a shout out in this song is sick. I think he got a shout out from what I was seeing from Mick Jenkins's post, because they were hanging out together, and that's one of my favorite things as well. My girl makes fun of me because I freaking love it when any of the people in the world who I like collab on something. It's the coolest thing ever to me. The coolest thing ever. Whenever Ab-Soul and Mick Jenkins gets together. What? That's crazy. There's a few YouTubers who I like to watch. One of them, his name is Wendigoon. Just gotta throw Wendigoon out there in case you guys haven't seen him. He partners up with the Lore Lodge. I like the Lore Lodge, but I've kind of stepped away from him. But at the same time, at the time, I liked the Lore Lodge. Whenever they collabed and did something together, I was like, yo, what? That's so cool. So yeah, to know that Ab-Soul and Mick were in the same room writing stuff down, and like Mick had to say, I was trying to write to this beat. Ab-Soul just killed it. So let's go.
So, yo, the best rapper alive or not was laced by the grace. I just had to tie the knot. Turn me up, yo. Minnesota warned me they won a war, but actually they forfeiting like they wardrobe for half of the week. Still eating rappers like chicken quesadillas with extra cheese and pico de gallo, thinking they fire, but they easily mild. Check the score, you just a tourist, you ain't really wild. I made 100,000 and freaked it like a black and mild. Made another 100,000 and then I blew it like a performance from Miles with a horn in his mouth.
Ab-Soul's technique in regards to writing his music is fire, bro. Flow, again, he's not over here doing anything extra special, but I just love the way that he delivers these lines that he knows are just freaking dope, bro. He says they forfeiting like their outfits for half of the week. Come on, bro. And then in regards to, again, what I was saying about colors and the swag that they bring to the backdrop, check his fit, bro. It's crisp, man. It's not too extravagant and over the top. You know what I mean? It still shows off who he is. He has his hair braided to show us, hey, man, I'm doing this for Dough Burger. But it's not, but it's still crispy, bro. Oh, man.
I do it. I was born with this style. It's unfortunate how they put a pro-choice in question like abortion is now.
Don't worry about no meat. Let's put that shit in the fucking pot.
Thou shalt not fuck with raw me or he. Face 1,000 deaths from Mr. Herbert Anthony Stevens. IV full of potent dope. Not a Cuban cigar maker, but I need all of the smoke.
He said, hey, bring it here, bro. Bring it here. Not a Cuban cigar maker, but I need all of the smoke. Freaking Soul, bro. Again, genius, in my opinion.
Yo, I said, thou shalt not fuck with raw me, or he face 1,000 deaths from Mr. Herbert Anthony Stevens. I be full of potent dope, not a Cuban cigar maker, but I need all of the smoke. You know? Hey yo, hey yo, yo. Yo, hey yo, I'm live in living color, man, at Colors, man.
I'm live in living colors at Colors, bro. Oh man, just shouting out the Colors, just shouting out the Color show. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, man. Let's keep it going.
Fuck you want me to do, huh? Yo. Crooklyn, one of my favorite movies. Now me and Crooklyn be making movies. Spike, please do the right thing. Don't sue me. Still fighting the good fight.
It's just a no chorus on this. It's just a little in between stanzas here. And I'm digging it, bro. I'm digging his little references, that he's throwing out there. Talking about the Color show, talking about him and Crooklyn, talking about the Crooklyn movie. And he said, hey, bro, don't sue me, bro. I'm just, shit. If anything, I'm shouting you out, bro. I'm bringing attention to Crooklyn. Y'all should go see it. Good movie, by the way. Classic, classic Spike Lee.
Still fighting the good fight. Yo. Read the autobiography of Malcolm X as a Christian. Started questioning the reverend like, this nigga tripping. Getting still a cross I'm carrying. My uncle was senior bishop. My godmom an apostle. I'm solo, ho. The prophet, it's in my heritage.
He said that his Christian faith and how he grew up underneath both of his parents being basically heads of church, or at least very, very high ranked church members, he has no choice but to know and understand the world that as he understands it. He literally no choice. And I know that because when my parents were they in a way still are, but when they were even more so involved in the church, there's no getting away from being involved in the church. No getting away from it, especially in a black household. You're not able to say, hey, mom, I'm not going to church. Not only did I go to church, I had to participate. So he says his participation led him to being the prophet that he is. Come on, bro.
To church you go to pray in it. Shit, the work is on the outside. Hip-hop songs off on my brothers on the front line. If this resonate with you, I'm inviting you to come bond with me till our multiplicity is big enough to blow them up with one bomb. Why you think we always in some bond? Cause they don't want us to combine.
Come on, bro. He said the same thing that he said in freaking terrorist threats, bro. If we could link up, all of us. This is like one of the biggest concepts in regards to fighting the system. If we could link up, all of us, there's no stopping us. We're too much at once.
This is why thou shalt not fuck with raw me, or he face 1,000 deaths from Mr. Herbert Anthony Stevens. I be full of potent dope, not a Cuban cigar maker, but I need all of this smoke. One more time. I said thou shalt not fuck with raw me, or he face 1,000 deaths from Mr. Herbert Anthony Stevens. I be full of potent dope, not a Cuban cigar maker, but I need all of this smoke.
I love this song, dude. It's definitely a who am I type of song. This is who I am. This is stuff I believe. I want y'all to know I'm Herbert Anthony Stevens. Not a Cuban cigar maker, but I want all of the smoke. And I believe that if any rapper was to try to battle Ab-Soul, they would get smoked, bro. Smoked. And I mean, shucks, bro. I didn't even. If he's literally like, he should just be. He could have just been a battle rapper with just all of the, with just the way he raps in general, with the way he ties together, you know, his insults, the way he ties together his metaphors. He could be a battle rapper. He's a battle rapper rapping. And yeah, I'm here for it, bro. Always been.
Ho. Yeah. Church on the move, man. You hear the kung fu. Taking that shit.
On the beat, it's just the beat is amazing as well. Beat's amazing as well. So yeah, you guys, I definitely suggest you guys go listen to Soul Burger. I know this whole Drake Kendrick thing kind of got in the way of a lot of the releases, and it sucks that was overshadowed by that overshadowed the release of Soul Burger in some ways. But that album is fantastic, and if you're gonna go listen to Soul, again, you gotta listen to Control System. That album, literally, it's too amazing. It's too amazing. It's one of those, again. If you think that that the Colors performance was a This Is Who I Am type of album, Control System, ooh, is right there with that. I guess I'd say, if anything, Long Term Mentality would be that type of album. But Control System is a fantastic album for sure. And then we got These Days. Ooh, man. Again, man. Go check out Absol. Go listen to this guy. You guys are gonna respect this man. You have to, bro. You have to. Thanks for checking me out, you guys. I'm Jiraiya. This is Why Would They Lie? And if you guys do like the reviews, if you guys want more reviews, just give me some likes. Subscribe if you want to. Definitely comment. Just let me know what y'all think of Ab, what y'all think of me. Yeah, man. I just appreciate you guys stopping by. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time.